Oh, hi everybody. Luke Hatmaker here, host of the Daily Grind with your post-game bounce. So, it is the second to last game of the season, and the Memphis Grizzlies lost to the Denver Nuggets 109 to 117. Look, I'm not going to beat up on the guys here. It was the second night of a back-to-back. In case you weren't aware, they played the Timberwolves last night. Played a really good first half of basketball. Game ended late, and they had to fly to Denver to play in altitude. And let me tell you, they were in control. The Grizzlies were in control of this whole game until the fourth quarter. And then the fourth quarter got here, and they started playing like a team that was on the second night of a back-to-back playing at altitude. You know, they looked every bit of that in the fourth quarter. But up until then, though, man, it really, it's almost worse that they played as well as they did in this game. They held Nikola Jokic to no points in the first quarter. None. He didn't have his first points until 4 minutes left in the first half. We really the defense stepped up. They had a bottleneck on everybody the first half, except Aaron Gordon. If Aaron Gordon was going to beat us, so beat it in the first half. But everybody else, we had them locked down. Vince Williams was playing better. Everybody was just playing better, I would argue. And then they just ran out of gas. Desmond Bane led the way in the first half, I would say. He was coming off his performance last night. The last 3 games, he's averaging 28 points per game. That's really impressive. It just sucks that they've come in 2 games that are losses, Ja played well, 21, 2, and 6, but I know plus minuses and everything, but it's worth noting our big 3. Jaren Jackson Jr. was a minus 14. Desmond Bane was a minus 11, and Ja was a minus 13. It's tough sailing, guys. It most certainly seems like the Grizzlies are play-in bound at this point. I'm not a mathematician, but it would be hard, I would imagine, for us to get out of the play-in. We're a half game back on Golden State as of right now, and Golden State's playing, and they're beating the brakes off the Trailblazers. I see that, barring an epic collapse, that's probably going to stay the same. Clippers are also playing the Kings. I see that staying the same. It looks like we're in the 8th seed, and that's where we're going to be heading into the last game of the season against the Mavericks. The boys played good. Like I said, for most of this game, Scottie Pippen Jr. continues his irritancy. In 31 minutes, he had 11 points, 1 rebound, 7 assists. Luke Kennard had a bounce-back game after coming off a DNP coach's decision last night against the Timberwolves. He finally had a game where he looked like he was back to his old self. He got involved early in ways other than shooting, and it helps. He's the kind of player that if you can get him involved and then the shot starts falling, he is able to build on that. It's unfortunate, but that's just the kind of player he is. And he was able to build off helping in other spots tonight. He finished with 12 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. That might be one of the most complete Luke Kennard games we've had, I would say, in the past 2, maybe 3 months. It's his inconsistency has been an issue this back half of the season. And you know what? A lot of we just need more consistent guys around our big 3, I would argue. Coach Tomas has trimmed down the rotation. He does seem like we know who our guys are going to be in the play-in game. It feels weird. I don't even feel comfortable saying the playoffs now because it's not guaranteed we get there. The play-in game comes down to 1 game, but it does look like we're going to be rolling out Jaren, Dez, Ja, Edey, Pip, Santi. I don't know after that, guys. It looks like he's going to try to play Vince, but Vince had 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. He was 0 of 4 from 3. We need him. God, show of hands. Who thought we were going to be missing Jalen Wells this much? Good Lord. We need from that spot, you just need to defend the other guy's best player and did knock down threes. And Vince is doing his best, but he's not making shots right now. And you need shots to fall. You need to be making your open corner threes, and he's just not right now. I'm not trying to gang up on the guys because, like I said, I think they came into this and they played about as well as you can hope for coming off the game they had last night. And up until the fourth quarter, when the Nuggets closed out on a 20-6 run, it was a game. We were up at the half, and the last two games in my mind just goes to show that we're just not ready there. We're not ready yet. Not this year. Like we can't close out these games. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Great teams are able to close out in tough games like this. And the Grizzlies just aren't a great team this year, unfortunately. It's the cold, hard truth. And I'm a ultimate positive guy. If you watch the Daily Grind, you know the energy I bring every morning. I'm a big positive energy guy. I try to look at the glasses more than half full, as full as I can look at it. But this Grizzlies team, we're just not there. And that's okay. The window's not closed yet. Jalen Wells is going to come back. Edey's going to come back. I mean, let's say that Edey, I say come back. Edey, man, Edey had another good game tonight. If we continue to build off since TJ was fired, let's say that, if we can continue to build off the season that Edey has had since then, good God, this kid's going to dominate, man. He had 8 points and 16 rebounds. If we are going to build off of this, Jokic is a good center, and Edey held his own tonight. Edey was not played off the court. That is worth noting. Even though we lost, Edey not only played his ass off, but he was playable against Nikola Jokic, who made history tonight and became the only center to average a triple-double in NBA history. We lost. I think a lot of us expected to lose the second night of a back-to-back again at altitude, but the guys, there were things to take away from this game. It's just this team isn't there yet. And that's okay. We closed the season out. Wow, it seems crazy to say, but we closed the season out against the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday in what I can only assume is going to be a battle for play-in positioning at this point. That's where the Grizzlies season has found itself. We're playing for play-in positioning, unfortunately. Needed last night. We needed tonight as well. Didn't get either one of them, but you take the good, you take the bad. We can still win on Sunday. We can still beat Dallas. Hopefully that's what happens. Thanks for staying up late. Thanks for watching the game, guys. I'll see y'all later. Tune into the Daily Grind. Go Grizz. They'll be back in action Sunday against the Dallas Mavericks to close the season out. Thanks, y'all.